February 21st, 2021 was The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary, and as a big fan of the series, it was worrisome to hear absolutely nothing from Nintendo. Now, should we be worried? Honestly, probably not. There's a lot of evidence pointing towards nothing significant happening till later in the year. Yet, of course, if there was nothing to be worried about, I wouldn't be making this video. So there is for sure some doubt in my mind that we may be getting nothing at all for Zelda's 35th anniversary, and today that's what I'd like to discuss, beginning with the recent events of the first Nintendo Direct in ages. Even right when this was announced, most fans assumed it wasn't a coincidence this Direct was happening just a few days before the day of the anniversary. I mean, it couldn't be. There'd have to be some mention of the anniversary in the Direct, right? I was expecting just a little nod towards another specific Direct in the coming days, as I think a full section would have taken up too much time. Alas, that was not the case. As a whole, this Direct was rather odd in many ways, and definitely in the Zelda department. Despite whether you cared about the millionth anime sword fighter in Smash, or the ages of EA games that I'm sure EA didn't pay for, the Zelda stuff was weird. First of all, Age of Calamity DLC is announced, but the Direct treats it like it's nothing. There was barely enough time to read what's included, let alone get any actual new gameplay or info on the characters or new levels being included. For how much time they spent on some other unnecessary stuff, this just felt so unnatural. But that doesn't really affect the topic at hand. Second of all, the most concerning information. Aonuma comes right out and says there's no info on Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, alright, I really wasn't expecting any. Then he says that he hopes we can have information sometime this year. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that does not sound like a game that's coming out this year, which is very disappointing. Moving on, we get Skyward Sword HD and these sick Joy-Cons. And while I wasn't by any means let down, I wasn't jumping for joy or anything. I think a port of Skyward Sword was kind of inevitable, yet it's gonna be full price and there's not even anything new like Bowser's Fury on Mario 3D World. And see, the problematic thing here was that this was a lot of stuff. Add on one more thing and that's for sure enough announcements to warrant a full Zelda Direct, yet here they were. After the Direct, this was the only thing on my mind. We just got told there's no Breath of the Wild 2 for a while, we get a reveal of the yearly Zelda game plus some DLC for Age of Calamity, but no mention of the anniversary. At this point, it was already worrying that there was nothing. Once again, not to say Skyward Sword is bad, I mean all it is just a port though, not anything to get majorly excited over if you've already played the game. And definitely not something to celebrate such a momentous occasion with. But there was still hope. The actual anniversary hadn't even happened yet. So the day came. And the day went. There was no acknowledgement of the day on Nintendo's part. I mean, this was just so mind-boggling. Not even a tweet or anything. Just silence. And that is still where we stand today. Still nothing mentioned on the anniversary of arguably Nintendo's second biggest franchise, besides only to Mario. And what about Mario? This is where the hope does start to come back in. Looking at Mario's 35th anniversary does give a general timeline we can hope to follow, but that doesn't say everything is good either. Anyways, the Mario 35th anniversary Direct wasn't out until halfway through the year, so who knows, Nintendo easily still has lots of time. Of course, Mario's 35th anniversary isn't until later in the year though. And at least they actually acknowledged it on the day. Not to mention, with all the Zelda stuff I just mentioned, it would be hard to fill up an entire Direct with new stuff, assuming we aren't getting any info on Breath of the Wild 2. All of these facts just come together to make me very concerned that this may be it. All we're getting is some DLC, a port of a Wii game for more money, and some Joy-Cons that I will admit are actually pretty awesome. But compare this to the treatment Mario or even Pokemon in the recent days got, it's just sad. Pokemon just got a big old conference thing with a bunch of new games, remakes, and information, going along with the already announced Pokemon Snap, all to celebrate Pokemon's 25th anniversary, and poor Zelda just has to sit around and wait. As a whole, I may be sounding kinda greedy and annoying, asking for way more than I should need, but I mean, I just don't understand how Mario could get all this awesome treatment while Zelda gets about as lazy as you can get. You gotta understand that this anniversary was the #1 thing I was looking forward to this year, and not even a couple months in and my hope has already been mostly snuffed out. At this point, I'd be happy with honestly anything else. A port of Twilight Princess or Wind Waker would be great, or this video could become irrelevant as Nintendo releases a combo pack of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But who knows? Only time will tell, and all we can do is hope. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope to see you later. Maybe with some better news. Bye.